Yes, you merely adopted the hot take. I was born into it, molded by it. So, in quarantine today, I was thinking about the legacy of Stefon Diggs, and the first thing that obviously comes to mind is the Minneapolis Miracle. Now, I have a theory about this. I think that the Minneapolis Miracle completely wrecked Stefon Diggs. I think it completely distorted his perception of reality, leading to him to become unhappy, leading to him becoming a malcontent, leading to him getting the hell out of town. And if you think about it, before the Miracle, what was Stefon Diggs? He was this plucky, fun-loving, great smile, loquacious, chip on the shoulder, hard-working fifth-round pick out of little tiny Maryland, and he fought for and scrapped for everything that he ever got in his career. And it was a great story, him on the come-up in the 2015, 2016, 2017 season. He was a fan favorite. He loved his team. He loved Teddy, by the way. He loved his quarterback. He loved his BFF, Adam Thielen. Everything was good. Everything was amazing. And then, boom. Minneapolis Miracle, division round, Minnesota Vikings, the comeback from blowing a 17-point halftime lead. No one ever talks about that. The comeback from Mackenzie Alexander blowing a 4th and 10. No one also ever talks about that. But so Minneapolis Miracle, it's amazing. Diggs, sideline, touchdown, unbelievable. And then him ripping off the helmet, tossing it who knows where. It might have hit a kid. Who knows, right? And then him standing alone on the bench, like this, mean mugging for the cameras. I think that was a great metaphor for the Stefon Diggs that was yet to come, because I think in that moment, the hardworking, team-first Stefon Diggs that we had loved, the late-round draft pick, he was gone. He was gone, and this nouveau, malcontent Diggs was here to stay. Planted the diva dopamine right in the brain. It's like when drug dealers give out free drugs. They just want to get you hooked. I think Diggs got hooked to that taste of what it was like to be the center of attention, the center of the universe, wide receiver one, a true superstar. And I think that he's been chasing that high ever since. And when he didn't find it, he became very upset. Right? So then you start seeing him in the national commercials. The Geico commercials, like, oh, he's got sticky hands. You see him in the CenturyLink ads. You see him all over the TV. It's great. And that does lend to his personality. He is a big-time personality, but also he got that taste of being a star beyond football. And that can become addicting. Fame is addicting, but also fame is fleeting. Also, not to mention, he got his 5-year, $72 million deal that same offseason from the Vikings. So $14.4 million per year, getting paid like a top-tier receiver. But I don't think he was one yet. I think he was certainly working his ass off to get to that point. But after you get paid to be the man, suddenly you think that you are the man. I mean, it was a guy who landed that monster contract, a guy who had never made a Pro Bowl, a guy who had never had a 1,000-yard season, or a 10-touchdown season, or a 100-catch season, and a guy who had never played a full 16-game season up to that point either. Now, don't get me wrong here. He was working to get there. He was going to become that. And in the past 2 years, he's become a 1,000-yard receiver, certainly starting to pay off on some of that. But I think the Miracle just tripped something in his brain and his psyche and just gave him the sense of entitlement, because he became very unhappy and eventually a distraction and eventually forced his way off the team. I don't think he was happy with Kirk Cousins. I think that he was much happier with Teddy Bridgewater and to a degree Case Keenum. I don't think that he was happy with the offense, and it's moved towards a run-heavy offense where it was going to impact his stats, it was going to impact his money, it was going to impact his star power. And also, I think that he did think that, hey, if I get more stats, that means that our offense is going to do better. That means we have a better chance of winning. Both things can be true at once. It can be selfish as well as a team first thing at the same time. I think that was the thing with Diggs. As well as, I don't think that it sat well with Thielen. It sat well with Diggs that Thielen got paid more than him. Thielen signing up his big contract extension last offseason. And notice that all the BFF-ness has been really one-sided since the Miracle, because Adam Thielen put out on Instagram a really nice "Love you, Diggs," blah 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 blah. You notice that Stefon has never responded to Adam Thielen since then. Yeah, and also you look at the body language, 14 and 19 on the sideline, post Miracle and also pre-Miracle. Pre-Miracle, it really was like a buddy cop film. Post Miracle, it was two frenemies, just having to work together. And to all the Diggs defenders, by the way, I mean, dude went AWOL on the team in the middle of the season. Now, I'm not sure if I believe the whole Zimmer post-game speech, F him, he left you, all that other stuff like that. But I mean, facts are what they are. The facts are he skipped practices, he skipped meetings, he quit on this team, and he was fined $200,000. I mean, how can you explain that away? I mean, that's what happened. Also, but he clears his Instagram every year, and it's his brother's Cardinal shirt. Please, again, please, if you want to be willfully ignorant, just don't buy. Just say it's like I still want him here, and I'm ignoring all the red flags and all the warning signs, whatever. Because also, all this smoke that where there's clearly a fire started wafting after the Miracle. So I think that was the clear point when Stefon Diggs broke from being this quiet, humble, hardworking, team-first dude that we all knew and loved into a guy that suddenly it was all about him. It was all about his stats. It's all about his money, and he forced his way out of town. And he's going to have a lot of fun in Buffalo in the winter in a blizzard getting overthrown by Josh Allen. I mean, it's a goddamn Greek tragedy. The greatest moment in team history poisons the well on one of the potential great all-time greats of this team, and a young talent just ready to hit his prime. So two things can be true at once. You can be happy with the haul that the Vikings got from the Bills. You can be very unhappy that Stefon Diggs is gone because he forced his way out of town. And this is all on Stefon Diggs, by the way. Maybe it's on the team. Who knows? But all right, your thoughts. Our little conspiracy theory that the Minneapolis Miracle broke Stefon Diggs. Let us know in the comment section below. Also, subscribe for daily Vikings takes. If you want to support the work, pull us on the Venmo. Plus, give us a follow on social media as well. But until next time, Skull, production value.